We're here at the ITU studio in Geneva, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Martin Cooper, who has just been awarded the ITU 150 Award. He's been recognized as being pioneer in the wireless communications industry with over 60 years of service, often been called the father of the cell phone, having conceived and in fact spoken on the first portable cellular phone in 1973. He's also recognized as an innovator in spectrum management. Martin Cooper, thank you very much indeed for being with us today.
My pleasure to be here, Max.
I would like to start off by asking you, you once said that Captain Kirk's communicator from the Star Trek series was the inspiration behind the cell phone. What other devices from fiction would you like to see in use?
Well, first of all, the Captain Kirk thing was a moment of weakness, because if there was an inspiration, if you think about it, Dick Tracy came a lot before Captain Kirk, and Dick Tracy was always leading, because by the time we actually made a wrist telephone, Dick Tracy had a wrist video phone. So I don't want to take any credit away from them.
But were you a Trekkie fan at the time?
Yeah, oh, of course. I still read the funnies every Sunday.
And what other devices from fiction do you think you would like to see in use then? With the portable video phone, that kind of thing? Would you like to see that in regular use? Or?
Well, that's ancient technology. What we really seek is something that approaches the tricorder. And we're going to talk about what I think the future of cell phones are. But that future is going to come sooner than people think.
So after only 40 years since their invention, mobile phones are now a platform of innovation themselves. Africa, in fact, is sometimes referred to as a mobile-first continent, using the device to find innovative solutions such as mobile money applications. So just talking about this, how do you see the device evolving over the next 20 to 40 years?
I think we have only just begun. I think that we have several revolutions that will be actually stimulated and made possible by mobile communications. The three areas that I like to talk about are healthcare, education, and the most important has to do with collaboration, with the fact that people are learning how to work together far better using mobile communications than ever before, and that increase in productivity. Think about it, productivity is the biggest feature of what mobile telephones have done for society. And that increase, if we allow it to happen, is going to solve the biggest problem in the world today, which is poverty, the difference between the haves and the have-nots. But the most immediate things that are going to happen are in the healthcare area, because we really don't have healthcare. What we have is sick care. We wait for people to get sick, and then we try to cure them. And yet there is now the potential to measure so many things on the human body, to compare them with so many other things that we should be able to anticipate is actionably preventable. So can you imagine a world that has no disease? The mobile phone offers that potential, because we can connect people, measure virtually everything on their bodies, and take those measurements, compare them with your own measurements, with databases, and stop disease before it happens.
You've raised concerns over the market push towards high-speed connectivity rather than full network coverage. Can you please explain that and why?
Well, the real issue is if this future that I talk about happens, it has to happen for everyone, not just the elite, not just people who can afford it. And so our biggest challenge is to use the radio spectrum efficiently, and that efficiency translates to a much lower cost. Think about it, if we're going to multiply the amount of data coming from us, voice, data, healthcare, collaboration, education, the amount of data is going to go up immeasurably. We have to be able to afford it, and the only way that's going to happen is if we use the radio spectrum very, very efficiently. We don't do that very well today.
Now, ITU is publicly recognizing your vital contribution to ICTs today. I just wanted to ask you finally, how does that feel? You know, what does that mean to you? Oh, and we've actually got a cell phone ringing there, so we're constantly surrounded by the technology that you helped to proliferate.
Yeah, well, it's intrusive at times, but we tolerate it. It's really a great honor to have the ITU recognize me, because the things that ITU does harmonize the spectrum between the various countries. With regard to mobile communications, the world is flat. We have to learn how to let people travel anywhere, use the same radio frequencies, and everyone has to benefit from this future.
Martin Cooper, thank you very much indeed for being with us today.
My very pleasure, Max.
Great to meet you.